my name is Victor Vizgaitis. I'm the head of architecture and interior design at Sasaki. I'm sitting here in the Bruce C. Bolling Building in Nubian Square after 10 years, and I'm fortunate to be joined by Kairos Shen, the chief of planning for the city of Boston, who is so instrumental in the establishment of this project. What does it feel like to be here in this space and kind of reflect on what's happened in the neighborhood?
One of the aspirations was that this building would serve a community purpose of bringing the community together in a place where different things can happen. So I think to the extent that the public space has fulfilled its original intended use, I think it's done really well. Walking to get here, so many of the parcels that were vacant 10 years ago are now residential projects, right? So to the extent that the other mission was to catalyze private development, I think a lot of that has happened. There's still much to be done, but it's really a vibrant place. I would say at 10 years, it's aged incredibly well.
Can you talk a little bit more just about that process of how the city tried to put something together about like what could happen here and what the benefit could be?
We knew that this was a critical parcel and that it had been empty for over almost 30 years, I think, when I arrived at the city. And the question was, could we get private development to happen? And I remember working with Mayor Mecanoo on what was then the three-point plan. And the concept was that we wanted to actually revitalize the streets and the ground level. And so this is where another city hall could be. But one of the big challenges, of course, is that Boston, our public facilities department, have never built a mixed-use building. And so when Sasaki and Mecanoo got involved, we started to say, wow, what is a city hall that has retail? How do we do a building like that?
The whole project in some way was almost a little bit of a leap of faith. It is a big building in terms of square footage. It's more than 200,000 square feet. It could have easily become something that quickly overpowered the neighborhood, right? If done in an insensitive way.
The Mecanoo and Sasaki team didn't actually produce they designed the building, but what the approach was to say, look, this needs to be a village. It wasn't going to be this dominant thing that would really change the overall scale and fabric of the place. And you can see, the side at the prow facing the north, and then the Curtis Waterman, and then finally on the Warren Street side, each have very distinct character. It's a collage in a way.
This was a story not about architecture, not about making a building. It was about placemaking, because there was such historically a sense of pride to be here. I remember going through those initial community meetings before any design started, and just listening to people tell story about going to the Ferdinand furniture store and what that meant.
I think that it serves as a really good model for community building in a way. This remains one of the most complex projects that I've been involved in, because it wasn't just about sort of leveraging the private sector to invest in the place. It was about sort of getting the community engaged in helping to create a vision or buy into a vision. And then I think we were very lucky that we chose a team of designers that were up to the challenge. To see it now actually not only built, but used in the way that it was conceived is a testament to how powerful the original idea is.
Kairos, it's been amazing sort of reminiscing about all this, after 10 years of success in building such a long period of time. Thank you for coming out and talking about this. It's been really just wonderful kind of reminiscing about the whole thing. So it's great to see you as well.
And I'm really happy that the building has fulfilled its purpose.
Same here.
Thank you. Thank you.